Hey, good morning. Welcome back. Okay, and welcome to YouTube. This is the longer version in the state of Tennessee. Okay, the state of Tennessee. So let's talk about Tennessee right now. Okay, let's talk about the fundamentals. Okay, fundamentals. All right. Tennessee has their auctions usually once a year, except there's always an exception there. Okay, except usually Shelby County. Okay, Shelby County is over the Memphis area. They usually have their tax sales 4 times a year. Okay, but most of the counties have them usually once a year, and they will have them either online or they will have them in person. Okay, so I'll give you a couple of websites you can check out. One of the websites that they do use is Civic Source. CivicSource.com is one of the websites that Shelby County, okay, uses for their online auction. Now, a Zeus auction, okay, which is part of SRI, okay, a Zeus auction is that a number of the other counties will use them for their online auction, okay? So you as the investor have to do some research to find out the county. Are they having it online or are they having it in person, okay, for the tax sales, all right? So that's something you really have to do. So let's talk about Tennessee, okay? Now, different people will talk about Tennessee differently. Some people will talk about it as a tax lien state, okay? And some of them will be calling it a redeemable deed state, okay? But bottom line is you got a 1 year redemption period in the state of Tennessee. But again, that but there, okay? But there are certain counties, again, like Shelby County, okay, that will have their auctions every 3 to 4 months, okay? But, you know, they do pay a 12% annual interest rate. Usually pay you a 12% annual interest rate. Usually the counties will pay you, all right? Now, they're kind of different because what happens there is if you are going to bid, okay, the county actually sends out all the notices for you for the lien auction, okay, or the redeemable deed auction, okay? And they send out all the notices for you. So that's great. Fantastic there. You can do that. That's spectacular. So if the 1 year comes up and they don't redeem, then what happens? You will be the owner of the property, okay? So, or it could be even sooner, okay? When I was doing Shelby County, there was a property I acquired. I think I had to wait 3 or 4 months, okay? But I acquired the property like in 4 or 5 months, okay? And then we just trashed it out and got the title insurance and sold it to a local investor and moved on, okay? So you have to know all that stuff, okay? And so you got to know, is it online? Is it in person? And when they run it a little differently, okay, is if they redeem the property, in other words, they pay the taxes, okay? So remember, if somebody's redeemed, what does that mean? Just a fancy name, in my opinion, of person pay the property taxes, okay? So kind of put it in your English dictionary, okay? So a lot of people will be kind of mess you up and say these fancy words. Well, that's all it means is, hey, the person went and paid the property taxes. So they redeemed the property, okay? All right. So anyways, what happens a lot is they will actually have a court hearing. They'll have a court hearing in front of a judge, and you'll have the attorneys there when the person has redeemed, okay? Now, you, the tax lien certificate holder, okay, you have a right to be there in person if they have it in person or online. So when I did it, I had to do it online. It was a Zoom call and everything. And the reason I did it is I want to address the court because I paid the additional taxes, additional property taxes, or supplemental property taxes, they call it, okay? And I wanted my money back. Also, plus the taxes that I paid, plus I wanted my 12% interest on both taxes that I paid. So if I did not show up, I would not have got paid back my taxes because record keeping, okay? They did not have they had the records that was paid, but you got to show them that you paid them, okay? So you get your money back. So what do I have to do? I have to go in front of the judge and address this and say, Your Honor, I paid these supplemental property taxes and I'm asking for my refund back plus my interest. So they had to continue the case for another 30 days, okay? And then I had to get all the documents to show that I paid the taxes and not the owner paid the taxes. So I would get my money back plus my 12% interest, okay? So remember that don't assume anything at all in this type of business, okay? Always kind of make sure that you do your homework properly and do some research and everything like that, okay? So remember that one, they usually have it in person. They'll have it either online. I gave you a couple websites to check out, okay? You have to register on the websites. And a lot of times they may ask you for a deposit and sometimes they won't. So you have to do the research and find out, okay? And then you have to find out where the property is located and do it like that too, okay? So anyways, that's the state of Tennessee. It's a little longer video here on YouTube, but I want to give you the information of how the state of Tennessee works, okay? And I hope you liked the little video. If you do, please like us. Consider subscribing, sharing the video. And what's our motto once again? You are one step away from your dreams coming true in the tax sales. So until next time, we'll see you then.